Okay. Okay. So I know for a fact that a lot of times when people are launching their new offer, they kind of get excited and just launch their offer without doing any of their numbers first. And I think that's pretty normal. And especially it's like, what does that mean to do my numbers? And I know that the whole numbers portion of selling your offer can be a little bit confusing. So I wanted to share with you the only two numbers that I think you need to know before you jump into making offers and actually selling your thing for the first time. And if you have already, started selling your thing, that's totally fine. But see if you can answer these questions now, because if you can, and the numbers align with how much your offer costs, then you're in a good spot. And if they don't, you might want to go back to the drawing board and kind of adjust some things. So there's only two numbers that I think are really important. There's so many more that you can do eventually, but for now, let's just start with these two things. So the first thing that I get everyone to do in the numbers workbook when they first join MPQ is decide what is your revenue goal. And notice that I'm saying revenue and not profit. So the revenue is how much sales do you want to bring in to your business with this one offer? So with this thing, how much do you want to bring in? So keep in mind as you're doing this, what your expenses are, what it costs for you to acquire that customer, how much you're going to pay in taxes. Those are some things that you want to think about. But first number is how much do I want to make in sales from this offer? So let's say for you, it's $5K every single month. Okay. So that means $15K per quarter. Now, the second number that you want to be able to answer is how much do I want to charge for this offer? And now here's what I see happen. Someone says, I want to make $5K per month and I want to charge $700 for this offer. But these numbers have no correlation to each other. They are just two independently set numbers that you have put into place. And this is where the problem comes in. Okay. So now you know both numbers. Let's say you're like, okay, I want to make $5K per month and I want to charge $700 for this offer. We want to see if these two things will actually work together. So you want to know, okay, what is the price that I want to sell this for? But also you need to know within that price, what's my capacity and what do I want my freedom to look like when I'm taking on clients? So I guess what I'm getting at here is if you're working one-to-one with someone or even in a group, how many people can you work with at a time? And you want to make sure that the amount of people that you work with aligns with how much you want to bring in revenue at a time. So let's do the numbers on this example that I just gave. So if I want to be making $15,000 per quarter, and let's say when I work with clients, I work with them one-to-one for about 3 months at a time. That means that every single quarter, I'm going to do $15,000 divided by 700. Every single quarter, I need to sell and be working with 21 clients at a time. Now, if you ask me, this is probably not going to work. If you meet with your clients every single week, for an hour, that's 20 hours a week of just meeting with clients. And that's not including, buffer time in between client calls. Let's say you're working 5 days a week. That means you need to take at least 4 client calls every single day, Monday to Friday, in order to more than that, in order for you to actually maintain those 5K months. And so you might be thinking like, okay, that's actually not worth it. I cannot be doing that. So what I can do is probably at any given time be working with 10 clients. So we're going to say 1,500 divided by 10, 15,000 divided by 10, and that gives us 1,500. So if you charge 1,500 and you close 10 clients every single quarter or something, something close to that, then you're going to hit your revenue goal and you're going to have as much, free time and capacity as you need to run a business. Not to say that you're only going to be working 10 hours per week, because of course you have to sell those clients. You have to onboard those clients. You need space in between each client call. You need time probably to help your clients in between just being on the call with them. And then you need to run a business. And there's a lot of stuff that comes along with that as well, right? So it's going to be a lot more than just 10 hours a week, even if you're working with 10 clients at a time. But so you want to kind of like keep doing those numbers back and forth and see like, okay, I really only want to work with 5 clients per month, but that's going to end up meaning that I have to charge $3,000 for my 3-month package. And I'm not ready to do that. So maybe what I need to do is my revenue goal. I'm going to adjust that for this offer. And I'm going to say that my new revenue goal is $4,000 a month. And let's see where that lines up, right? And so you want to kind of go back and forth and see how these two things merge together. Because a lot of times I see people putting out their offer at 700 because that's where they're comfortable right now. But they haven't adjusted their mindset to this idea that they are probably not going to hit that 5K month right away. So then they're feeling discouraged that they're not making 5K per month, but it is pretty unrealistic in the beginning of your business to close 20 clients, right away. In order for you to hit that profit goal, right? Like if you don't have an audience, or maybe you do, if you do, then maybe this would work for you. But if you don't have an audience, it's going to be hard to close 20 clients in your first quarter of work on this business. And so you want to be really realistic with what are my, reasonable revenue and sales goals, and find that middle ground that feels really good for you, both with how much you're going to make, how much you're going to sell this offer for. Put that price on your sales page and then start making offers. That's it. I don't think you need to go into all of these other things that eventually you'll need to know. But for now, I know you're psyched to talk about it. So make sure you can answer these 2 things and then go talk about it. All right. Good luck.